is a position our members have had since, since this whole issue came up. And it's for a number of different reasons. The first one is we know that it's an economic development killer. People who drive this economy, who create jobs in this economy, are going to be moving from our state. And so it's just bad overall for economic development and job growth here in the state of Washington. So that's one big reason. We do have a number of members who it will apply to. It's not a large percentage of our membership, but there are some who will fall into it because of the way that it's structured with the pass through LLCs and the way businesses are structured. And the way that construction works is, projects often take multiple years to complete. And so for a builder who's, in an LLC, for example, and they're doing a project for 3 years, they'll lose money. They won't make any money for 3 years. And then suddenly, they'll sell the project at the end when it's all done, and that's where they'll make their money. So for, a couple years, they're making their money over a 3 year period. It, averages out, it's going to be, say 500 to $700,000 a year, maybe something like that. But they're going to get it all at once at the third year, and then they're going to get taxed on it because it comes in 1 year. And so they may not pay the tax every single year, but because of the way construction works and the way that the compensation in construction works, they're going to end up having to pay this tax. But most important is that we know that this is only the beginning. And, once they get the income tax, if the initiative doesn't pass and they're able to get it through the courts and the courts say, give it its blessing, and it gets implemented, we know that that number, that $1 million figure is going to come down, and it's going to come down, and it's going to hit more and more people, more and more small business people over time once they get that nose under the tent. And so that's the biggest reason why we're in opposition to it, is because we know that ultimately more and more Washington families and Washington employers are going to have to pay this tax over time. And so those are the reasons why we've opposed it from the beginning. And this isn't new to us, and we're strongly supportive of the initiative. We will be actively working with Let's Go Washington to collect signatures and get it qualified for November.